How are we doing out there? Upgrade. So I want to share some perspective. And you know, with upgrades, it's about kind of being open to changing perspective. Like Dr. Wayne Dyer says, change the way you look at things, and the way you look at things will change. You know, seeing from within rather than from out within. You know, being able to kind of really attune to the greater detail of learning in life. So whether it's small, big or great change, upgrading can come in many ways in how we share life experience, how we love and care for each other. So anyway, what I want to share now is just my perspective on music and how beautiful the frequency of music is and how it's impacted my life over many years. George Benson saved my life in 1985. It got me out of, you know, not saying it was a bad thing, but I was a mod, a rocker, punk, all of those kind of elements. But soul music really brought me back to the heart, getting on the dance floor, moving the body, and really kind of using music to keep me moving, lifting the spirit, the soul power that you got from the music, the soul music and the uplifting house music and all the different dynamics of music. But what I want to talk about was how music for me changed in the late 90s, doing my work with youth, and how music became more negative, how gangster rap music was having an impact on youth, and how I was getting the opportunity to work with youth within mainstream schools, transition units, to really kind of, you know, inspire and empower kids to really get their lives back on track. And what I was seeing with music and how gangster rap was really, it's interesting how gangster rap was creating this very aggressive dynamic amongst young people. Just that you know, kids were more stimulated outside of school, and when they were coming into school they were a bit brain drained, but they were also learning certain behaviours through the music, attitude. So for me it was when I would do my talks, it was really sharing perspective through the, you know, calling it the infectious, contagious virus of bad attitude and behaviour through the music, through Grand Theft Auto, and you know what was going on, and talking to kids and sharing perspective and asking the question: do you think that the aggressive lyrics in the gangster rap music can evoke aggressive thoughts and feelings inside? And most of the kids would put their hand up. I said, that is the power of influence. When you're experiencing the world through your senses, you've got to realize what you're downloading, which brings it, you know, to the reality of our human technology. You know, what a lot of youth were downloading back then was, you know, I can relate it to the virus of the mind. You know, the infectious, contagious virus of bad attitude and behavior. But the virus of the mind was an audio by Richard Brody, who worked for Microsoft. And in 1996, the virus of the mind was about thought infections and mind viruses, and the science of the meme, and how powerful, you know, the world of technology would become to influence certain behaviors. And it's with us today, exactly, it's with us today, the virus of the mind, and how many of us are unaware that a lot of the gangster rap music, but glorified, you know, alcohol, drugs, just the movies that we've got around us. And for me, I've not watched television for, I would say, since the 1997, but I do tap in and check out what's going on with that kind of behavioural aspects of movies or what we see on the television. And for me, it's never got any better. And in my awareness of the work that I do with a deeper perspective through working with youth justice and Julie Glover since 2004 to 2013, before I came to Canada, was really seeing what was going on in the street and how it was impacting young people, and lack of influence, lack of positive influence that kids had through music, because there was a popularity, there was a connection to the gangster music, because a lot of these kids could relate to the experience, Eminem, all of that. But what got me was a lot of these rappers out there would leave kids in that mid-flow, that process for me of going through the process in life and committed to the process of moving through and transforming life's experiences that a lot of kids would get stuck. And it's still with us today. So I wanted to really share that perspective that music and frequency and just really uplifting your day, if it's through mindfulness, if it's through dancing, if it's through, it's powerful. And that the negatology on this cosmic information superhighway to access all of this music, fear-based music, aggression-based music, anxious-based music is so easy to access for our youth. And for me, my commitment is to really bring awareness and have these conversations, because if anybody wants to share a conversation, because I have these with adults as well that love the music. I'm not against, everybody has free choice, but what I am is open to a discussion of what this kind of music, the negative kind of music, can do to our human biology, and more so how we download onto our human technology. And that's really important in today's world, because a lot of kids are suffering, a lot of youth are going into prison, a lot of kids are massively influenced through music. And what I want to share is that we've got to bring more inspired music for these people to connect to. And yeah, more inspirational music, and more opportunity for our kids to see and feel from the heart, and not get in their heads about attitudes and certain behaviours that are affecting relationships in a big way, and affecting the future of our younger generation. So that's what I wanted to share today. Music, the power of music, the power of frequency, and the reality around back in the day when the Rockefellers was, the dynamic of 432 hertz, love and ambience we had through music, and how that was changed. The frequency was changed many, many years ago. The frequency was changed over years to 440 hertz, which is music is a frequency of agitation. It's a frequency of feeling unsettled, and that's definitely a part of the frequency of the gangster rap music. And if you do a bit of research about that, the changing of the frequency, and how frequencies can have a powerful impact on our human technology, check it out. Have a great day. It's all about our youth, it's all about our children, and it's all about switching them on and tuning them in to the right frequency.